Hi everyone, welcome to Heaven Healing and Tarot. This is Christina. Today's pick a card is who is our next relationship? So who's the next person we're going to date? Who's coming towards us? What can we expect? Before I get started, I always send out some healing. So take a deep breath with me. You ready? I don't know if I should take a deep breath with the air quality, with all these wildfires in Canada coming down into the States. I live pretty far from the Canada border, but it's bad. It's really bad. So my puppies want to go outside, and I keep saying, no, you can't go outside, and they don't understand. But anyway, not that you needed to know any of that, but here we go. We're picking with polka dotted flowers today. So pile 1 is blue, pile 2 is purple, pile 3 is green, pile 4 is red. All right, so take a moment, pick the pile you are most drawn to, and we'll see who we're going to be dating. Hi, pile 1, sorry. If you chose blue, then this one is your reading. Here we go. Just trying to get the computer cord out of the view, but I guess it doesn't matter, right? Queen of Cups, Knight of Swords, Hangman, Knight of Wands, and the Fool. All right, let's just that Hangman makes me go obviously. Because this could be somebody you know. Doesn't have to be, but with the Hangman, it makes me go, a little bit. So it could be somebody you actually know. But let's talk about their personality here. This is somebody who is, is mature in nature. That doesn't mean they're old. It doesn't mean that they have, their age is high. It just means that they're mature for their age. Their energy is immature. They're not immature. Okay? This is somebody who is gentle and loving, supportive. Somebody who's going to be a good listener. Maybe sometimes they're shy. I don't know. Sometimes maybe. But they're I feel like they're talented in some way, like creative-wise. Like they could, be like somebody who draws, or somebody who writes or creates music, somebody who does, and not as a living. I just feel more as like a hobby, or just somebody who's like kind of on the creative side. Maybe they just come up with creative solutions to problems, something like that. At the same time, your knight is strong. They're able to make difficult decisions. They are probably very charming. Very, quick, smart. I feel like they're just a natural leader. So even though they're very, gentle and loving and supportive, they have a sensitive side, but yet they're still strong. They're still confident. They're still a leader. Now we have the Hangman, and this could be that they're just waiting for the right opportunity. But the Hangman's confident. They're just waiting it out. So that's why I said it could be somebody you know, because they could be waiting for the right opportunity to let you know how they feel. Or they're just I don't know. If you don't know them, why would they be waiting, right? Because I kind of feel like they're waiting for the right opportunity. I don't know. We'll have to get more cards and see if, something else comes up for that card. But your Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, is again somebody who is charming, who's confident. There could be very passionate, maybe rebellious a little bit. I definitely feel like adventure's coming your way with this person, though. So there's going to be some fun times. They could be like impulsive at times. Maybe not all the time, but sometimes. And I don't know. They just have like a very confident energy, which, or competent energy. Like they can just like get things done. You know? Now the Fool, that tells me that you're going to, you know, well, your person could be curious and open to new adventures, and, you know, they could have like I said, sometimes they can be impulsive, where they have that in the moment type of energy where, all right, let's do something. Like, let's just, you know, let's go here. Let's do this. Let's do that. Like impulsively, like without a plan. But the Fool is making me feel more like you're going to be so willing to take a leap of faith with this person. Because I feel like you might be hesitating on dating with this Hangman energy here hanging around. So I know we're looking at your person, but I kind of feel it for you too, where you're waiting for the right person to come around. Like you're tired of dating the ones that, you're tired of dating like Mr. or Mrs. Wrongs. You just want Mr. or Mrs. Right. But the only way to really find that out is to like take a chance, right? So this person, when they come into your world here, they're going to make you feel like, okay, I'm going to take a leap of faith with this one. Like you're going to be okay with it. You're going to want it. They're just, I think it's their personality. Like they have this like shy but very charming, flirty personality, but not like in your face charming. I mean, flirty. Just it's subtle. And you're gonna think they're sweet, and you're gonna think they're a good guy or a good, you know, good person. So you're gonna want to take a chance, and you're gonna want to go on this new adventure with them, which I totally see. Okay, so there we go. Let's get some more cards. You will be shown the way. Okay, so I think you'll know that this is the person that you want to take a leap of faith with. Okay. Depression and anxiety. Worry that someone is working against you. I'm not really feeling depression from this person. Maybe anxiety, because they tend to be a little on the shy side. Maybe they will have anxiety about asking you out, or making a move, or letting you know how they feel. Maybe they'll be a little hesitant and scared because you know, they're going to really want this to be a positive outcome. So I'm feeling that, but I'm not feeling like they're depressed unless there's an outside circumstance that has really got them down. But I don't think you're going to really, like, you might know that they might, like, maybe I don't know, maybe something went wrong in their life, and maybe they're a little upset over that. Maybe you know that, but I don't really think it's going to affect your connection. It might eventually, but this is going to be a new connection, right? This is going to be something new. So I don't know. I'm not feeling like they're like the boo-hoo type. I'm really not. The woe is me. Everything always, you know, goes wrong for me. I don't feel that. So maybe that's why but maybe something did go wrong in their life, and that's why they're waiting for the right opportunity. Maybe they have some stuff to sort out first, and maybe that's why the Hangman's here. Now, that's a possibility. So I'm just trying to, you know, make sense of what I'm feeling. Creativity. So this is what I'm feeling. This might feel a little different than what I would normally say for creativity, but when you create something, when you're going to put something out into the world of something you created, there's a little element of risk involved in that, right? Where, you know, we want people to like it and we want it to be admired. We don't want it to be a flop. Like even like movie producers and stuff, like there's an element of risk when they create a movie, right? That like they want it to be a box office hit, not a flop. So there's this element of risk. I think with this card they're saying, like, don't worry about the risk. Don't worry about making a mistake. View this as an opportunity. And, you know, this is not your future husband or future wife. This is your next relationship. Worst comes to worst, you can always go back to the drawing board, right? You could always, you could always date somebody else. So I do feel like a little bit of hesitancy here. And it could be either on your part or their part. But I think you're going to overcome it. I think you're going to take a chance, especially with this Fool here, this Knight of Wands. I think this person excites you in a way that you haven't been excited for in a while. So there might be an element of risk, maybe because of something they're going through, maybe. But I think you're going to take the chance. Well, I kind of know you're going to take the chance. This is your next relationship, right? So, travel or move in a new direction. Traveler. You know, again, what I'm getting from that card is it's about taking a chance. Maybe taking the road less traveled. No matter what happens, I do feel like this journey will be beneficial. So again, I feel like this is a trip for you, a journey. Like it may work out, it may not work out. You don't know that yet, right? You're the Fool. The Fool can't always see where the destination is. They just know that they have to go on this journey. And they have to try and enjoy the journey every step of the way. So I kind of feel like that's the Fool card for you in this reading. I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting like weird things from these cards, but I'm going with it because I like it, because it feels right. The Eagle King, the big picture, angelic help. Again, same message. I feel like it's the same message. So if you have any hesitancy, I wouldn't. The Eagle King suggests that your destiny is within reach, even if you can't see it, even when you can't see where you're going. It's like, see the big picture. Sometimes we don't see what's right in front of us. Sometimes it's further down the road, right? But it's going to be beneficial for us. That actually is more like the Fool card than the Traveler. So I think you should definitely, be happy about this opportunity to date this person. I wonder what will happen next. It's so funny. This is all tying together. Ready to adventure, precipice of change, pause before action. So again, this is saying, I wonder where you're going. It's okay. Just take the leap of faith. We're going to go on this journey with this person because I really do feel like it's meant to be. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about if this is the person you're going to marry. Don't worry about it. Just enjoy the ride here. I think this is a lesson for you. I really do. I think this relationship is teaching you to let go of some of your control issues. Because you just got to, no matter where this is going, you just got to enjoy it. Take the adventure. It's going to be fun. And you might not know where it's going, but it's okay. You're going to be safe. You and your loved ones are safe. Like, it's safe to go on this journey. It's meant for you. Don't be afraid. No matter what's going on in their life. If I'm kind of thinking like maybe they're going through some kind of a separation or a breakup. And that might give you pause because their situation's not all tied up in a bow. I don't think you have to wait for it to be. I think it's going to work out for you. I think this is, all these cards are saying take the leap. So, opportunity knocks. What are you going to do when opportunity knocks? You're going to open that door. You're going to walk through it. At least this is what the cards are saying you should do. Oh, let's get you a Metatron card. Review and reflection. I don't even have to read from the book on this one. Metatron, I always have to read from the book, but this one is about there's no rush. Take the time you need with this. Like this one even said pause before you leap, right? Be sure it's what you want to do. I think it is what you want to do, but just, be okay with it. Be aware that you're going to, trust that the universe has your back here and trust that there's a safety net when you take that leap off that cliff. But you don't have to rush it. You don't have to rush the relationship. Especially if they're going through something that I kind of feel like they might be. You don't have to rush them into saying, all right, put a ring on it. Right? Like, let's enjoy this journey. Let's take this for the ride. Let's go on this adventure. Let's just have fun with it. I do believe that it's going to lead somewhere, but it doesn't need to lead there tomorrow. Like, give it some time. Your person might still have some things that they have to work out. There's no rush. And then you can take a look at things, and be grateful in your own journey here. Appreciate how far you've come in your life and in your journey. Appreciate the difference of where you were a year ago versus of where you are now. Because I think you're going to get there with this relationship too. Like, if you say you started this relationship tomorrow, a year from tomorrow, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, look where we started and look where we are now. And you're going to see that it's going to be such a big difference and it's going to make you so happy. I really do feel that. So I don't know, do we pull charms or do we pull initials? Let's see, let me ask. All right, they're telling me most of you would want initials. So we're going to pull initials again and see if we can see who this next person will be. C, Q, E, X, H, 2 G's, an F, an L, and an R. All right, so your person's name, first name, last name, middle initial, or even their nickname could start with those letters. Yeah. All right, Padawan, that's what I got for you. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment. All those things help me, and I appreciate you for it. Till next time, love and light. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose, it's 11:33. I like that, 1133. Anyway, if you chose the purple flower, then this one is your reading. get your cards. The Page of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Love that card. Oh, Sun, I love that card even more. Eight of Pentacles. Nice. All right, so right off the bat, it feels like this, sorry, could be a long-term person for you. The Page. Who is the Page? The Page is very clever, curious, always on the lookout for new information. Someone who can roll with the punches. Somebody who's able to deal with whatever life throws at them. They might even be willing to take a big risk to achieve their goal. They tend to have luck on their side, this person. They're, for the most part, good-natured. Maybe sometimes sarcastic, but for the most part, nice and happy. Hardworking, likable, successful. You know, and they're going to strive to keep it that way. They're going to strive to keep success, to you know, they're going to work hard for their dreams. Sometimes it could actually compromise their inner peace because they're driven, but for the most part, your person is optimistic and full of energy and positive and dedicated, devoted, hardworking. So although that describes your person, so I think it's nice, and love the fact that the Sun's here and the Ten of Cups. So I do feel like this is your person. This is who you're meant to be with. Let's get a few more cards. I do like this person a lot, though. But, you know, I am feeling like at times they're going to be so driven by their work or their career or their projects that they get involved in that they might have a tendency to neglect you at times, or not give you the attention that you may want, especially if you're somebody who requires a lot of attention. So this might be something that you guys are going to have to find balance and work with, work together. Like, hey, you spent all day yesterday doing that. Can you at least give me a couple hours today? Like, can you take me to lunch, or can you do something nice with me so we can have some quality time together? Like, I know you're busy and I know you want to get that done, but I need some of you too. So you're going to have to be understanding and be willing to compromise. And so is your person. Because I have a feeling they get caught up in their own world. And I think they don't do it on purpose. They don't set their intention, you know what, I'm going to dedicate all day today to this. It's just, it kind of happens. They get in that flow and they get in their mindset and they get trapped there. And it's not necessarily a bad thing because they probably accomplish great things. But it could make you feel a little neglected. So that's all I'm pointing out. That's what I'm feeling. I have to say it. I don't know where that came from, but I guess it came from, like, you know, the Eight of Pentacles, where I know they can be really hardworking. News is on the way. So that you might be receiving news that this person really likes you, wants to date you, whatever. They have sorrow over a loss. I don't know what that is. All right, so there's this sadness to them. It could be they lost their grandpa, and, you know, they were really close to their grandpa. And it could be something like that. There's a sadness to your person. And, you know, maybe that's why they're so dedicated and devoted, too, because maybe they just, it helps them feel better to be successful and to get things accomplished. And it might help them feel better and not be so sad. Now, I don't think your person goes around being, you know, clinically depressed. I don't think that. But I think there is is some kind of hurt here that's still with them. No, let's get some more cards here. All right. Balance. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I feel like your person has to learn balance, or is in the process of learning balance, learning to give and take equally, to keep things fair. I think they're open to it. I just think that they, they get caught up in things, and so I think it has to do with that drive for success. So I think they're learning how to balance their life, learning to give and take equally, to this is a concern. It's not a big concern. I hope your person is learning not to give with an agenda. Like, if I do this for you, you owe me this time because I gave to you. Like, I think your person might do that sometimes. Like let's use the example of they got wrapped up in their project, right? And you go to them and you say, you spent all day yesterday. I'd really like for you to take a couple hours with me, like take me to dinner, take me to lunch. Let's spend some quality time together, and then you can go back to your project. Now they'll say, all right, I'm going to give her that time because I know that if I give her that time, then I can always say, look, I gave you that time. You need to give me the same amount of time back here to work on my project. That probably wasn't the best example, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't want this. Your person's learning, I think, that they shouldn't have like an agenda, a secret agenda here attached to giving, and that they also have to learn that there's really no difference in the energy of giving love and receiving love. It's kind of the same energy. So it again, it's all about them learning fairness and balance and stuff. So it's okay. Like, your person probably, we all have flaws. So if that's the worst of their flaws, that they have to learn balance, this is a great person, let me tell you. We all have issues we have to learn and work on, right? So this could be just something that you help them learn how to compromise. You help them learn how to do balance. It's not a bad thing. Snake, shedding of the old. See, now this is great, because the shake tells me that they're willing to learn. They're willing to shed the old them, the old you, the old them. They're willing to do that. They're willing to learn and grow. Right? So the snake is always about casting off of the old. Sometimes it helps you reveal your true colors. But really, it's about renewal. It's about peeling away their shield. I'm getting a feeling of like they might have felt misunderstood, or they... I don't know. I feel like there's this... I don't know how to describe this. There's this feeling, and it's tied to this sadness with them, where they just feel that maybe unheard or misunderstood, or, that's usually a sign when people are so intelligent that they are like way above everybody else's comprehension. People don't understand them. They don't understand where they're coming from, or where they're going, or how they feel, because, people aren't on their intelligence level. So I kind of, that's like the best example I can get with how I'm feeling about this person. This person just kind of feels misunderstood at times. which could make them feel a little sad. You know, maybe they had a bad breakup because of that. Maybe they were misunderstood. And that's where that sorrow over a loss comes in. I don't know, but you know, they really do need to be true to themselves. All right, where am I at here? I got 1, 2. I gotta get one more of these big ones. All right, here we go. Integrity and compromise. All right, so I feel like your person does have integrity, and they are willing to compromise. They're not stubborn in that way. So this is about them being true to their word. They're going to be honest with you. You know, if they don't like something, they're going to tell you. But they will also be willing to compromise. So this is somebody you're going to have to negotiate with a little bit. At times, not every day, but at times. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think honesty and integrity are huge. And I think compromise is another big, huge gift here in a relationship. So I actually really, really, really like this person for you. Look, I think they're going to bring you a lot of happiness. Look at this. I think they're your 10 of cups. I think they will fill all 10 of your cups. I think they will. But this is just, you know, acknowledging, you know, some of their personality that might have to be worked on. But I'm sure there's a lot of things in you that have to be worked on as well. So let's not get all high and mighty here. Not that I want to point out your flaws or anything, because I don't. Lord knows I have many, many flaws of my own here. I am not one to judge. Okay, here we go. Follow your own good advice. Trust yourself. Know what is best for you. Okay, so I think that's your person. Again, that they sometimes compromise their happiness for others because they feel misunderstood and they don't want to make it worse. So they got to learn how to communicate is what I think. Like, communicate clearly so there's no misunderstanding. I feel like that's what your person needs to work on, their words. The answers you need are coming regarding this. So is this person coming in? You're going to find out soon. If this person is the one, you'll know that soon too. Whatever answers you're looking for, they're coming. You're going to get your answer. You'll know loud and clear what your answer is. Epiphany, clarity. I mean, and this could be your person too, like having an epiphany, knowing now how to fix their issues and how to do things better this time or whatever. So they're probably having an epiphany. They're leveling up. I already know they're willing to do better here, to shed the old, to become better and brighter. All right, here we go. Clarity. Go within. See, this is all your person, like, seeking answers and trying to be better, to try to figure out what went wrong in the past. I kind of feel like they had a bad breakup in the past. I do. And I don't feel like they necessarily want their person back. I just think they want that feeling back. Feeling of the love and feeling understood. Because I don't think their past person understood them. So, the clarity, I think your person's getting an epiphany, getting some clarity. But I think this is for you also as well. Like, sometimes when we like, I'm always, all right, here we go. Sometimes I have a hard time, articulating, but here we go. When I'm always looking for answers, I'm always preaching, go within, meditate, you'll get your answers from Spirit. Just ask and they will show you. Well, to be honest with you, sometimes they don't always show you everything you need to know. And it's because there's so much information that our brains can handle at one time. So they spoon feed us, right? They give us a little bit at a time. So I feel like that's what's going to happen for you right now. You might be looking for answers, and they are coming. Or your person could be looking for answers, and they are coming. Either way, I don't want you to push for answers right now, because I think you're going to be giving what you need right now, and then more will come later. That's what I'm feeling with this card. So you take that how that resonates. I don't know if that's a message for you particularly, because I like to tie in the readings with the last one as an advice card for you, the reader, the viewer. So that might be for you. Like, don't try to push for answers. Let them come. But it could also, your person's looking for clarity and stuff too. So it could be about that too. Anyway. I decided on pile 1. I asked for answers, and I received it, of whether the pull charms are initials, and they selected initials, so we're going to pull you initial. Some initials here, so your person's first name, last name, middle name, nickname. And this was in the initial bag. It's the sewing machine. So, that could have a special meaning, the sewing machine, right? It could be like you need to fix things, or things are going to be tied up, your answers are coming, something like that. All right, well, here's your initials. So you have a Y, a G, a V, a W, an A, an H, H, T, X, 2 letter Z's, an F, and another T. Alright, so there you have a pile 2. That could be an initial of your person. If it is, it's just confirmation. If not, you might not have met your person yet. Alright? It might be the next person you're dating. Alright, so there we go. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment. All those things help me, and I appreciate you for it. Till next time, love and light. Hi, pile 3. This is Christina. Let's get you some messages. The Death card, Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, the Emperor, the Empress. Interesting. The Emperor and the Empress. I don't know. Let's take it one step at a time and see. So with the Death card, your person's going through some kind of a major transformation. They could have suffered a loss recently. I'm feeling a lot of sadness right now. So, I don't know. I kind of feel like your person has to let go of what they can't control here. So I don't know if they lost somebody. Like they could have, lost their spouse, or it could be just a bad breakup. It doesn't mean somebody had a crossover, but there's a lot of sadness here with this person. But, the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is loving, who is loyal, who is practical, who is reliable, who is successful. So, Ten of Wands tells me that they're talented, hardworking. They could be prone to self-punishment, though. They could overexert themselves, choose to put others' needs before their own. Sometimes the Queen of Pentacles does that. Sometimes. So, yeah, they're a good person, but I think this sadness, whatever this is, they beat themselves up. But at the same time, they are ambitious. They are competitive. They, you know, they probably want control. Probably have control issues. So many of us do. Myself included. But, you know, at the same time, they're very loving and warm and charismatic, intelligent, a nurturer, probably make a good parent. So there's a lot of really great qualities here in your person. It's just that there's this sadness that kind of overwhelms it. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get a few more cards here. Now, remember, this is just the next relationship. It doesn't mean this is somebody you have to marry. Because I know some of you are going to be like, I don't want anybody who's depressed. I get it. I get it. But maybe you don't know they're depressed or whatever. I don't know. New home, new attitude. Okay, so maybe they're going to come out of it with this new home. Maybe they're moving. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Oh, you know what I'm getting from that? I'm just getting like they feel like life is out to get them. Like they're feeling a little like, woe is me here. And, you know, we all feel that way sometimes. Like when one thing goes wrong, we're like, you know what? Like, why does this keep happening? You know, why me? They just got to change their attitude. I think things will get better for them eventually. They just have to change their attitude, the way they look at things. Healer. Yeah, survival. They're in survival mode. They could be grieving. They could be, you know, healing. Your person needs some healing. They do. I don't know from what exactly, but they definitely need some healing. They probably have been betrayed or, you know, they've been attacked or injured or something. But whatever, they're fragile. They're fragile. Their guard is up, and it's going to be hard for them to trust. But they need to also learn to stop blaming themselves for others' actions. You know, sometimes things happen. It's out of your control. So this person's beating themselves up. So this might be something they're going through when you meet them, and this is just a way to identify them. They don't like it, and they need to change it, and maybe you can help them do that. Or maybe this isn't somebody you're going to be able to be with long term because they got some healing to do, evidently. Stag, trust and thrive. Yeah, see, this is saying they have the ability to come alive and to thrive and to stand in their light and, you know, stand in the spotlight. They have this ability where they can do this. It's their time to shine. They just got to find a way to pull themselves out of their funk. Sorry, yawning. The prison wave, self-sabotage, poverty consciousness. Yeah, this is them self-sabotaging. They need to take inventory of their thoughts and make them more positive. Because we are what we think. We are what we believe. If you believe that, you know, bad stuff keeps happening to you, bad stuff's going to keep happening to you. But if you believe that you are a star and you have the ability to shine and to do well, then you will start to shine and you will start to do well. So they really need to change their thoughts up here. Wrong deck. Hang on. Switch decks. Ooh. Don't drop it. Manage to be glad. Create your own happiness regardless of the conditions. This is your person. I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to realize, especially if you come along, you're going to make them happier. They're going to realize that they deserve love, that they have a lot of love to give, and that they're worthy of it. They just have to learn to put these burdens down right now. Like, it's, the grieving time needs to be over. Your commitment is being tested. Ooh, yeah, see, you might, yeah. This might get on your nerves after a while. Like, especially if they're like boo-hooing a lot. You're gonna, I think you might get a little snippy with them. I kind of feel it, like you're saying, you know what, you need to snap out of this or we're gonna be done, because I don't want to be with somebody who's depressed. And that might be a little harsh. I kind of feel you saying something along those lines where it snaps them, like it makes them think, like, if I don't get a hold of this, I don't change my mindset, I'm going to lose this person. I don't know if this is going to be long-term or not for you. But that's okay. It's okay, because you know what, even when we date people we don't want to date, it's showing us exactly what we don't want in a future relationship, so we can go after what we do want. So contrast is important. So even dating this person is not a bad idea. And I could be completely wrong here. Your person could change up their feelings. They could become the stag, and they could be a shining star. They are very loving. They are very capable, right? So they're a good person on the inside. They just have to change their thoughts right now. They're sad. You know, they've been through something. I get it. But if they don't change it, you might not stick around. Or you might help them change. This one's I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't need to know, and neither do you, actually. Face your fears. Release the power of fear. So, again, something that they're going to have to do. They're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. All right, what's Metatron? Oh, I'm going to have to pick that up. Hang on. Oh, there's two down there. Hang on. Oh, this is interesting. Look at the card you got, the Rainbow Bridge. That means for some of you, somebody's crossed. So they might have lost somebody, and very close to them, very important to them. So that makes you a lot more understanding, right? It makes you a lot more compassionate for this person because they lost somebody. Somebody crossed over. What they have to realize, and maybe what you can help them realize, is that love never dies. It just changes. The energy changes a little bit here, and they will be reunited again at some point. Nobody ever crosses the Rainbow Bridge alone, so there's always somebody on the other side to greet you when it's your time. So somebody was there to greet their person, so they're not alone. So, you know, they'll see them again. I kind of feel like this message might be for you too, because sometimes this card means that you're able to help somebody who's grieving. And maybe you have psychic abilities where you can actually get this person a message from the person who has crossed. So this absolutely can be for you, saying that you're going to be able to help this person by helping them through their grief. And that's a beautiful gift to give somebody, right? That really is. And God, I'm tearing up. It makes me appreciate you so much more. My viewers are amazing. They just are. I appreciate all of you so very much. Anyway, I gotta stop crying. In pile 1, I asked if I should pull charms or initials, and I got the feeling that I should pull initials. So I'm pulling you initials. So this might be the initial of your person. Oh, I didn't get that many. I'm going to pull a few more just because I didn't get that many. All right, so we have 2 B's. B and B. 2 E's. A Q, an M, an H, a K. Oh, that's upside down. A K, a P, and an X. All right? So your person's initial could start with any of those letters. Anyway, that's what I got for you, pile 3. I hoped it helped you. It's not the best situation, but, you know, it is what it is, right? Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment. All those things help me, and I appreciate you for it. Till next time, love and light. Hi, pile 4. If you chose red, then this one is your reading. Let's get your cards. 9 of Cups, Page of Cups, 2 of Wands, Knight of Cups. Oh, your person's a romantic. Ace of Wands. All right, so let's see. 9 of Cups tells me that your person loves life. They tend to get what they want, what they desire. They could be, you know, pretty comfortable in their own skin. And they generally have a good outlook on life. The Page, let's see. The Page is intuitive, sensitive. They have a loving, maybe warm personality. They like to help people who they're around. They like to feel needed. They can be very creative, maybe even emotional. They can be shy. They might try to avoid conflict, but they won't back down from a fight. Not if one is like forced on them. They'll do it. So they're not weak, but they try to compromise, I think. I do feel like they're a natural leader. They're probably charming and charismatic. Probably have some charisma, you know. I think you're going to take to this person instantly. They have a clear vision for their future. They know what they want in their life, and they are very willing to work hard to make their dreams come true. They're probably courageous and competitive. But at the same time, they're a sensitive soul. You know, they're charismatic and charming, they're probably highly artistic or creative. They probably have a very strong romantic streak in them. Yeah. But the Ace of Wands tells me that they're tenacious and driven, and I just feel like they're successful at what they do. Because they're not afraid to work for it. They're not afraid to go for it. They have that grit, you know, that drive. So yeah, I think your person's amazing. All right, let's get you some more cards. We have an exciting event, okay, and family sorrow. So your person has an exciting event coming up, or that exciting event could be meeting you. But they also have some family issues. So I don't feel like that's really affects them too much. I just think that's a way for you to identify them, that there's, you know, maybe they lost somebody, or maybe they don't speak to somebody in their family. You know, maybe there's some, you know, distance between them and a family member, and that causes them some grief and some sorrow. Again, I just feel like it's a way for you to identify. I don't think it's something that's going to affect anything. Rest. Oh, your person's a doer. All right, so your person needs to learn that sometimes doing nothing is okay. Your person doesn't never do nothing. They're the type of person that when they're sitting on the couch watching TV, they still have to be doing something else. I know this because I'm that person. I get it. And whenever I watch TV, my hands still have to be moving. So I'm usually like making something, like doing cross stitch or crocheting, or I'm doing something, or playing a video game, a computer game while I'm watching TV, something. Doing nothing is sometimes just okay. Your person has to learn that. They need to make time for themselves. I feel like they just put others above their own, especially if they have kids. I feel like they will put their kids' needs first. But their partner too. So they'll put your needs first, but they need to realize that sometimes they need to do nothing and recharge and just be. No, they need to take a bubble bath and just relax. I don't know. All right, let's see. Your person has a good soul. They're very kind-hearted here. That doesn't mean that they can't be nasty when they have to be. And nasty might not be the word. They could be aggressive or take charge when they need to, but for the most part, they have a beautiful soul. They're a beautiful person. Animal guardian, trust your instincts. So basically what that card says is that we all have an animal within us, right? And when animals, they don't second guess themselves. They feel how they feel and they just express it. Your person needs to learn from that. They need to learn how to connect with how they feel and with what they need. And, if that means they need rest, they need to take a day off. Sorry, somebody... Okay, sorry about that, the dogs. They saw something outside. I thought somebody was here, but they're not. Anyway, that just, tells me that they put other people's needs above their own. That's all. So they need to learn to do for them, that they're not selfish by doing that, that they, also need self-care. The Ring Master of Scrutiny, discernment, clear vision, and detail. I'm paying attention to detail. Your person is detail-oriented, I think. Well, being creative, that makes sense. I think that they need to think that they realize that certain things have deeper meaning. Or they see deeper meaning in things. I think that's more of it. They see the details. They're observant, and they look for answers. Why did that happen to me? They look for that deeper meaning. Like for instance, like when I see a hummingbird, I always feel like it's somebody coming to visit from the other side. So I'm like, all right, who is it? Who are you? What message do you have for me today? And I feel into that, and then I usually get a message, and I figure out who it is. So like that's the type. Like I feel like they're that type of person. They look for that deeper meaning. Or when they feel off, they're like, why do I feel off? What is wrong? Why? They're like constantly questioning why. So this might be a type of person who does ask a lot of questions. It's always tea time, repetition, endless moments. Your person's life might be very repetitive. They do the same thing all the time. They need to shake it up. Maybe that's when you come in. Maybe you guys can travel together, because Two of Wands is sometimes a travel card. So maybe you guys can travel and shake things up so life isn't so repetitive. I think they get comfortable in their box, and might need to help let them out of the box, so to speak. Believe in the impossible. Yeah, I think your person has faith. I think they do believe in the impossible. letting go, learning to let go. Your person holds on to things for too long. Yeah, sometimes, see, I feel like your person beats themselves up a lot. Sometimes they just got to let it go. Like, it doesn't matter. It's okay. It's okay that you didn't get to that chore today. It's okay. It'll be there tomorrow. Like, they don't, I think they constantly are doing, and they need to let some stuff go. Like, it's okay to fail sometimes. It really is. It's okay to make mistakes sometimes. We learn from them. So your person might be a little bit of a perfectionist, maybe. All right, let's see. Karma. Ooh, karma card. Karma. So karma, is a beautiful thing, but it's also a scary thing, right? What I'm feeling from this card is that your person might have like a karmic contract that might be ending for them. So what I'm feeling is they have to end it with grace. So if somebody did them wrong in the past, they can't be vengeful. Or maybe this is you, because I always ask for the last card to be the advice card. So this could be for you, the viewer. But I do feel like a karmic contract is coming to an end, either with somebody. And I think you just need to remember that everything in life has a consequence. So if we handle things with grace, that's going to come back to us, right? If we're nice, if we're kind, if we're compassionate, if we're forgiving, if we're tolerant, and patient and humble, all those things will come back to us tenfold. So just remember that. Karma is real. If we, end a situation with nastiness, guess what's coming back to us? So, anyway, that card came out for a reason. Not exactly sure why, but you got it. So in pile 1, I asked whether I should pull charms or initials, and I got the feeling I should pull initials, so that's what I'm doing for you. So here we go. Your person names could start with an O, an F, a P, a C, an A, a T, here's another F, a G, an E, oh, a U. I haven't gotten a U in a while. A U. Here's another F. We have 3 Fs, so that might be like an important initial. I can't get this one off. Hang on. This one's attached. We have an M, an I, a Z, and an O. Oh, another O. There you go. 2 O's. 2 O's, 3 F's. Pretty interesting there. All right, that's what I have for you, pile 4. I hope it helped you. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment. All those things help me, and I appreciate you for it. Until next time, love and light.